Now, I've just come across this beautiful, beautiful exchange between Joshua Maponga and this young lady that says she's an influencer and she's an actress at the same time. And you know what it is when you meet people of certain caliber, you just want to ask for advice. Can you give me one or two or three words of advice about anything in life? And guess what? Mr. Joshua Maponga did not disappoint. There we go. Take a listen to what he had to say to this young lady.
Yes, any 2 or 3 or 1 word for I'm into acting industry. I'm an actress, also an influencer. Marketing.
When the bus has been on the road for the past 18 hours or 22 hours, coming from Cape Town to Johannesburg, and all passengers have been coming in and doing what they want to do on the bus, drinking, smoking, and they're riding for free. And the last passenger, Open Mbudzi, is charged the full amount from Cape Town to Harare, but is already in Mbudzi here. So why pay Lobola when the rest have been riding for free?
Wow.
Respect the last passenger.
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. That's all the lady could say. Now, for those of you that did not catch what Mr. Joshua Maponga was actually saying was that, this relates to marriage. African marriages nowadays, I tell you what, this has been commercialized. You've got what you call as Lobola. This is the bride price that people pay. But in some cases, it's just being taken out of context. It's lost all its meaning because people are being charged exorbitant amounts of money. Totally unnecessary. And you find people that have been married before, they've been divorced in the past, and their body count is, do you know what I mean? It's high to the point that you wonder, they're being treated as a virgin. This is crazy, to be honest with you, because a lot of young people out there, they're struggling to raise some of these monies, the so-called Lobolas, being charged by these family members, But at the end of the day, you've got to consider all these things and put everything into context. My wife is highly opposed to this Lobola thing, and she always gets surprised. Obviously, she's not from Zambia. My wife is from the Seychelles. But she does not really believe in the fact that people have to pay, for this cultural thing that has been commercialized to that extent. So this is crazy. But you know what? Joshua Maponga, obviously, he wasn't picking on that lady or whatever it is. And maybe the lady was disappointed. Who knows? But I think maybe she might have been expecting those 1 or 2 ways to be around her acting career or around her influencer thing that she's currently doing. But no, Joshua Maponga just went straight to the point, and that hit home. The lady had nothing to say but to say thank you. I think this is going to send that young lady to have sleepless nights, to think, why did I come across as somebody that is desperate, or did I hint out at the fact that I wanted to get married or stuff like that? She will probably be thinking, oh well, whatever. But at the end of the day, this is a very serious topic. A lot of African people really need to revisit this topic, because I think, looking at the way most of these marriages have been commercialized, it's just unprecedented. Even the Bible actually supports it. For those of you that read the Bible, Exodus 22 verses 16 and 17, it says, if a man seduces a virgin who is not placed to be married and sleeps with her, he must pay the bride price, and she shall be his wife. Now, this is the next part that I want you to listen to. It says, if her father absolutely refuses to give her to him, he must still pay an amount equal to the bride price for virgins. Okay, not for any other thing or for any other people. Joshua Maponga actually said it, and very politely, that it doesn't make sense. Somebody has had free rides all the way through, and then you end up punishing the last person who ends up with this person. I don't think that's right, and it's not justice. I don't know what you think about this, but you know what? There's a lot of sense in what Mr. Joshua Maponga said. Thank you, sir.